Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Fairy Friday. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. It's Margaret Sample coming to you live from the beautiful Niagara region of Canada. And if you are tuning in either live or on replay, it is because today's message is meant for you. I will be bringing you a message from the fairies using Brian Froud's beautiful fairy oracle deck, as I do most Friday mornings at 11:11 Eastern Time. And if you're tuning in live, sometimes I see the comments as they show up, and sometimes I don't see them till afterwards, but I really do enjoy seeing them. And also, I love the little likes and hearts that you guys give me. It makes my heart sing. Good morning, Marie. Lovely purple. Ah, well, it's kind of been a purple celebration week, right? Yay, great things happening in the world. So, hey, Susan, good morning. Um, I will try and see these comments. Sometimes I get lost in the messages and I forget to look at them too. That can happen as well. So, without further ado, let me start shuffling the cards and see which fairy is going to come forward. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, we haven't had this one before. This is the Bright Mother. Isn't she gorgeous? And there's a lot of detail in this card. So you can see she's holding a globe with a little fairy up on it. And look at her other hand over here is kind of squelching down a little mischief who's trying to perhaps cause trouble or get himself into trouble. Um, so the Bright Mother. The Bright Mother is one of the she in fairyland. She is spelled Sidhe, but pronounced she. And the she are like the lords and ladies of fairyland. They are the old folks, the ancient ones. They're not lords and ladies because of their birth, right? They are lords and ladies because of what they have learned and how they have evolved. The she used to be like us humans, but they learned and they evolved and they grew their gifts and their magic as we can do. So they are as we used to be, and we can be as they are as we progress. Um, so that's the she. The she are their powers are very strong. They show up when they show up to help us or energize our powers. Unlike the singers of the realms, everything they bring can only be used for good. The the she, sometimes the energy they bring can get blocked or twisted or warped or whatever. So we need to be careful to only use the energy for good. Otherwise, it comes back at us karmically or it can cause distress for us. So we're using the energy for good. The Bright Mother, whew, let's see, she is all about so creativity, nurturing, productivity, intimacy, sheltering, everything a good mother can be. She is the ultimate good mother. I'm hearing Jan Arden's song in my head. I've got a good mother. And whatever our own mother was like, I am blessed. I have had the most amazing mom. But whatever our own mother, our our human mother has been like, the Bright Mother is a good mother, and we can trust her. Okay, so she is someone we can trust. She is the mother of us all, and she knows that all life is a miracle. She is the great lady. She is the earth mother. She is the full moon mother, grandmother. I think of grandmother moon, really, right? But she is that both of those energies put together. She will feed us as Mother Earth, Earth Mother, and she provides us with all that we need, right? Air, shelter, nurturing, water. She makes us she makes sure that we're challenged enough to grow, but not so challenged that we are overwhelmed. So, when something's going on and you're like, oh, can I handle this? Remember that when Bright Mother is around, you are not being presented with something you cannot cope with. You can do this. Okay. Hey, good morning, Ben. Let's scroll down. Yes, there we go. Good morning, Ben. So she is really supportive of us that way. She is the guardian of family life, and she creates and holds a nurturing environment for all of us. And I'm also looking here, there's this wonderful little being over here in the corner with these milk swollen breasts, right? Nurture, nurture, nurture. And then up here, I love this one, this peace and like calm, waiting, waiting, waiting. There's a lot going on with the Bright Mother because she sees and holds the mysteries and the magic in ordinary life. So, mysteries and magic like bees making honey, cream turning into butter, a baby being born, a blossom turning into a piece of fruit, wheat ripening, all of those things, right? And like a good mother must have, she has infinite patience for natural processes, however slow they may be. And we can call on her when we need more patience too. Okay, it's tough having patience when things are going slowly. So she is also committed to us. She's there for us, and she's helpful for us in our relationships. She facilitates nurturing, loving, creativity, and giving. She will foster our inner security and stability. Like a little kid with a good mom knows that they can venture forth but come running back to home base. That home base is there for them, even as a 20-year-old. Home base is there. She allows us to venture forth and adventure forth, but also knowing we also have the safety and security of our home base, that inner sense of safety and security, most importantly of all. Now, Bright Mother also reminds us that sometimes we need to put the needs of others ahead of our own. But while we're doing that, we must not lose sight of our own nurturing and care, which is sometimes really, really, really difficult when someone needs a lot of care and nurturing. Please make sure that you are also taking care of yourself if you are in one of those, or a 34-year-old. Yeah, right. Exactly, Ben. They are that support system, right? But sometimes you have to take care of you, even while you're putting the needs of others first. So every time we perform a compassionate act of nurturing, we become more like her. And we are learning about unconditional giving. And I will point out here, when you learn about unconditional giving, you must also remember to learn about unconditional receiving, because sometimes we are the ones who need to receive. And sometimes we need to allow others to give to us, especially when we've been giving, 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 and, patience, patience, patience. When is it? All of that. Okay. So you might be needing to put the needs of others first and take care of our own needs later, but remember that self-nurturing. Don't lose track of yourself completely. And patience may be necessary in whatever your current situation is. She urges us to consider the people and things that we have in our lives. Don't judge, just consider everything that's around us. And then consider what we want to keep and what we want to or need to let go of. What do we want to change? It's maybe a good way of putting it. What do we want to change? If Bright Mother's energy is being blocked, you may be having trouble giving or receiving nurturing. And sometimes this can actually even manifest as a physical issue. So sometimes a digestive issue could be because we can't absorb nutrients. We're not accepting the nurturing, we're not accepting the benefit of our food. Just something food for thought, food for thought. So that's part of that. Um, or sometimes you may be unclear about what your emotional boundaries need to be. Emotional boundaries are so important. We sort of like, oh well, I'm giving, I need to nurture, I need to give, I need to carve out 5 minutes to go and wash my face. I remember when my two boys were like, you know, really little, a baby and a 2.5 year old, 3 year old, whatever. They were so little, and I carved out time to go for a massage. My body was just so, and the woman said, "Oh, well, your skin's so dry. What you need to do is just take 5 minutes every day and put on lotion." And I looked at her like she had three heads, because I couldn't imagine finding 5 minutes daily to do that. But I needed to. And I probably needed to ask someone to just keep an eye on the kids for 5 minutes so I could put lotion on. And I could have done that. I could have. It took me someone else telling me to give me permission to do it. So if you need permission, I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you permission. Okay. And good morning, Alexis. So permission, permission, permission. Okay. And setting those emotional boundaries. You're allowed. These are my boundaries. These are my lines, which you may not cross. Okay. You must treat me with respect. Whatever that is for you, make sure that your emotional boundaries are strong. Okay. Now, if good mother's energies are twisted, you can see this smother mother who refuses to let those in her care grow up and become independent. I remember when my guys were like teenagers, really working hard to take the mother out of smother and get rid of that ass, because it's hard to sometimes let them go. But if you're doing your job right, this is about children specifically, but if you're doing your job right, it becomes obsolete, right? It's one of those hard truths, but we're always going to love them and support them, but that's it too. Hey, good morning, Sarah Rose. And so smother mother, that's twisted. Or martyr mother. Oh, I sacrificed for you. I was in labor for 40 hours and now martyr mother. No, don't be the martyr mother. And this applies for guys too, okay? It's the energy I'm talking about, not specifically being a mother. It's that nurturing, loving, supportive energy, right? Just so to be clear. It's that yin feminine side that we all have, male and female, the way we all have the yang male energy, male and female. Okay, so just pointing that out. And if either of those things, the smother mother, the martyr mother energies are around, that sometimes needs some counseling and some therapy to deal with. Okay, so do take care of yourself if that's going on. At worst, she can turn into that the crazy, bright mother energy becomes that fiery, destructive energy, and it creates burnout where there should be nurturing. And this happens when we give and give and give until we are exhausted. And that happens, we're burnt out, right? And then sometimes rage starts to smolder because, well, look, right? So it really, let that go. Let that go. And stop it. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Ask someone else to mother you. If you don't have time or energy to mother yourself, please ask someone else. And Ben says sometimes the most loving thing a mother can do is let a kid bruise their knees so no they can handle it. Yes, we we watch we watch them learn, and we let them learn their own lessons, but we are there, and that goes for ourselves, for other adults, right? So be aware that you may need to be nurturing yourself a little more right now. You may need to be nurturing someone else right now, but still taking care of yourself, and do ask for support. I've been so, my heart's gone out to some of my friends with small children, who like, or Facebook friends, and they will post what they're, just the day, especially with not being able to go out, not being able to have play dates and go to school, things like that. It's really tough being a parent with small children right now. It's really tough. So if you are one, please reach out, even if it's on Facebook, and go, people will send you love and energy. And someone may even drop off supper on your doorstep, right? Ask for help if that's what's going on. And the other thing too, when I think about, I know I hear you. They're saying the needs of others sometimes means putting what we want lower on the list as opposed to what is needed. And here I'm thinking about some of the things that we're not allowed to do right now because of the pandemic. We are taking care of the needs of others by staying home, by limiting what we're doing. It sucks. It does. And it's not living in fear. It's living in compassion and care for other people, in my humble opinion. And they're telling me in my ear to say it. So I'm saying it. Okay. So that Bright Mother is bringing us all these messages today. And she's saying, dance like a mother. And I think that is a really fun way to wrap up today, because I also notice she has a really pretty little tattoo on her cheek there, and I think that that's also showing there's a lot of times hidden fun and hidden magic in that mother energy that we forget about sometimes. So please also connect with that creativity, that nurturing, that fun, that love, that support. Okay? I wish you all a wonderful Fairy Friday, a happy week, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Enjoy that nurturing energy that is available to you. Okay. Much love to you all. Bye for now.